Thank you for having me. My name is Erica Garibay. I represent Anthem EAP. Just going to do a quick overview of what the Employee Assistance Program offers. This is a program that is free. There is no cost to the program. It is available to you and your household members. They don't even have to be related to you to take advantage or access the services. It's completely private and confidential. The EAP is available 24/7, 365 days out of the year. And when you call into the call center, there are live staff members that can assist you and connect you with various services, licensed mental health clinicians that you can speak to. During a crisis, you can also connect with someone right away. So I'm going to go over the different components of the EAP just to elaborate on each of the different services that are available to you. Most people recognize the EAP for its counseling component. And true, this is probably the biggest component of the EAP. We consider it a short-term solution. What this means is that there's a certain number of counseling sessions available for you and your household members per individual issue. So within a 12-month period, when the member calls in, they can call in as many times as they'd like to address one particular issue at a time. Anything that needs extended long-term counseling, the member will be referred to the behavioral health benefit, whether it be through Anthem or any other carrier. If the member does not have coverage for behavioral health, then we will refer them out to local community resources as well. So the county offers 8 counseling sessions per issue. That means that maybe in March, the member calls in and is dealing with maybe the need of, stress management, component or issue or problem. They can call in, access their 8 counseling sessions for that particular issue. Maybe in the summertime, they're in need of grief counseling. They can call back to the call center and access an additional 8 sessions specifically for grief counseling. Maybe in September, they're dealing with marital issues. They may be able to call in and access 8 counseling sessions for that particular issue. So as long as it's not a repetitive issue within a 12-month period, the member can contact the EAP and access the sessions. Once, like I said before, once it becomes more than the 8 sessions that are needed, then the member will be referred to behavioral health benefit or local community resources. There's 2 ways of accessing the EAP. One is calling the toll-free number. The other one is visiting through the EAP website, and we've launched a new look and feel to the EAP website, and I'll show you a little bit of what that looks like right now. There are different care options. The traditional care option is face-to-face the face-to-face in person, but we also have face-to-face video visits, and now we also have text messaging options available to the members. How is it that you contact or access services? As I mentioned before, you can contact the call center, which is available 24/7. And this is the toll-free number. This is a telephone number that is on all of the promotional materials. It's also on the intranet site that you guys have access to within the county benefits. You can also access through the EAP website, which we now have a new URL that the members can click on and access these services. This is actually the homepage. When you click into the URL, this is what the member will see. There's all sorts of different resources that are available. There's some new resources that I'm going to talk about in a minute, but this is the home page. When you go in specifically to find a counselor, you just go into this tile and you click on Get Started. As you can see here, the legal, financial, there's also a new tile for different assessments that members can take, work-life resources. We have monthly on-demand seminars that are available through this tile here down at the bottom. But for the purpose of going over the counseling component, this is where you would go in to actually access the provider finder for EAP. Once you click on that Get Started, you will see this image. It gives you the two options that we were discussing a little bit ago. One is the telehealth option, whether you decide to use Live Health Online for your video visits. You would just go in here and click and learn more. Or we also now have Talkspace, and Talkspace is our provider for not only video, but also audio and text messaging with a therapist. And this is available for anyone in your household of age 13 and above. So once you go in here, we do recommend the use of Talkspace. We find that it's very easy, user-friendly to go in to visit the portal. You click in here, and all you need to do is enter the information that is requested. You take an assessment, and you're able to schedule directly with the provider. The in-person option, I'll go over in a second, but this is the actual QR code to be able to just go directly into Talkspace. As you know, Talkspace is a provider for the general public as well. And so if you were to go through your app, that may give you another type of access that won't give you the free EAP visit. So it is important that you either use this QR code, talkspace.com/ or you go when you go into the link, you can also just enter EAP space COSD. Then you follow the instructions and actually schedule your appointment. So it's a very, very simple process to go through and access Talkspace. I was a little ahead of myself a minute ago, but what I recommend also is the feature online for in-person option. And this is where you would actually search for the providers that are within your local community. For the telehealth options, these are providers that are within the state of California. But in person would be those providers that are in network that are available through your local community that you could see in person. Since COVID, a lot of these providers also have the ability for virtual sessions. But they're still considered in network through the EAP because they have that option of seeing you in person within your local community. And all you would do is click in here to get started. You do now have to sign up and create your own username and password. And this is really just for private and confidentiality purposes. This gives you a unique username and password. Once you sign up, you click in there and you have access to actually search for a counselor or a provider that you'd like to schedule an appointment with. Once you do that, it gives you what we call a member reference number. And this is a really important member reference number because this is what you're going to give your provider to ensure that your sessions are at no cost. So this is very key information for when you're actually seeing someone face to face or in-network provider within your local community. In order for you to access the free EAP sessions, this is the information that you're going to give your provider, this reference number. Something else that we have been promoting in the last, I think it's been 2 years now, is the emotional well-being resources. We've partnered with Learn to Live, and this is the ability to have a self journey. And this is exercises that you can do on your own time. You could either pair this tool with your counseling component, or you could do this first and then decide whether you want to proceed with counseling after you've gone through this exercises in this tool. It's really up to you. You can do it at the same time. It is a really nice tool. It is self-guided, CBT based. And when you go into the EAP website, you scroll down and you'll see that on the EAP website, there is a link to emotional well-being resources, as you can see here circled in red. You click on here and it takes you right into the link for Learn to Live. You start by taking a 5-minute assessment, and then what they do is they give you a personalized recommendation to the modules that they feel would be helpful to you. You can skip around and choose whatever topic you want to proceed with. You can do all of them. You can stick to one. It's really up to you. This is, like I said, a tool that's going to help you. But the different modules that are available are topics such as social anxiety, depression, stress, insomnia. If you're dealing with any sleeping issues, you can also take advantage of the exercises that are specific to the sleeping module. There's also substance abuse on here, and recently they've added panic and resilience. So it's really nice to be able to take the assessment and really just work through this self-guided tool. It does also give the opportunity for engagement with a coach. The coach is master level and above provider. And this is a coach that's specific to assist you and support you through the tool. So this is a Learn to Live coach, and you can communicate with the coach via text, email, or phone. Again, this is separate component than the counseling. So if you were to have a counselor, as you're going through your 8 sessions of therapy, you can also have a coach through Learn to Live, and it kind of just works together as you are experiencing the changes and modifications and learning how to modify behavior. So this is available to employees and their household members ages 13 and above as well. They also have mindfulness moments that you can sign up for. And it also gives you an opportunity to choose either a family member or even a therapist or a friend to cheer you through the different exercises and lessons that Learn to Live offers. And this is, again, all private and confidential. Another component of the EAP is legal services. Again, this image here gives you, once you go into the legal resources tile that I showed you from the home page, you're going to see this image. The EAP offers a 30-minute initial consultation with a local attorney in person or by phone with an attorney in the state where your legal question is appropriate in. So, for example, if you're dealing with a situation or a question in California, we would refer you to someone in California. If it's by phone, it could be anywhere in California. But if you choose your consultation in person, then it would be within your local area. If you had a situation in, let's say, Ohio, that maybe you went on vacation, something happened, and you need an attorney, advice or consultation for a question that you're dealing with in Ohio. Um, our attorneys are available nationwide. You would be referred by phone to actually speak to someone in Ohio. So we do offer a nationwide network of attorneys. After the initial consultation, if you decide you need additional services within the EAP in-network attorney, those discounts are at 25% for the hourly fee or 10% off the flat fee service. So again, the example that I like to give is maybe there's a couple that is, has questions in regards to the difference between a will and a trust. And they want to prepare a trust, but have some questions on how to do that or what works for them. They would call in to the EAP, access their 30-minute consultation, sit with an attorney, get all their questions answered, and then if they want to proceed with preparing any legal documents or the trust in itself, then those additional services would be discounted at either the 25% or the 10% of flat fee. Another component of the EAP is our financial resources. This works a little different. Again, just wanted to show you the image of what you would see online. In the tile under financial planning, if you clicked in there, this is what you would see. And it does give you some different tools and, financial planning articles that would be helpful to you. But wanted to just point out that there is unlimited telephone access to our financial consultants, just on different topics such as debt and credit management, retirement savings, life event planning, budgeting. If there is any need for a personalized consultation within your local community, we can refer you for those services to see someone face to face, and that would those services would be out of pocket. But the consultations via the EAP resources are unlimited telephone consultations. Another component of the financial piece is our ID monitoring and recovery. This is a twofold service. And what I mean by that is that we recommend that for ID monitoring, that the members go into the EAP website and actually click in this section of the website and they register their information so they can start monitoring their credit inquiries. They will receive a monthly report of their credit inquiries. If you have not been doing anything, um, uh, in regards to purchasing a car or maybe even a house, then I mean, you know what you should expect to see on that report. But if you see some activity that shouldn't be there, then it definitely will red flag that there's something wrong. We do have a team of identity recovery professionals that will help you if at any point there is identity theft. And for the recovery, we do offer a free 30-minute consultation to help you with notifying the steps that are needed to recover your identity. And that is telephone support unlimited. You can contact the um, the team as many times as you need to until you recover your identity. So this is important um, to take a look at and register for the ID monitoring. One of the components that we see the least utilized is our work-life resources, and people just are not aware of them. These are the resources that most of us need, whether we're taking care of our children or we take care or help our parents or grandparents. There are resources available for dependent care and daily living needs. If you need daycare centers or caregiver support, you have a family member that may be in another state that is in need of assisted living facilities, you can contact the EAP and we will help you with the search and locating those resources that you may need. In regards to daily living resources, we also have different areas that go on our to-do list that it's really hard for us to get to, right? If we're moving into a new community and we need some resources for the move, or we're moving out of the community. During COVID, we had a lot of wedding planning that needed resources as everything was being shut down. We also have pet care providers that we can locate for you within your local community. So there's a variety of different things that if you were to call the call center, give us the information that best supports your need. Then we will do all of the legwork and turn around a list of different resources within 48 hours. So again, this is something that people are just not aware of, but it is part of the EAP, and I like to mention it because sometimes, we don't have the time and we need the help in some of these areas. As I mentioned at the beginning of the presentation, we do have a new EAP look and feel for the website. And so I just wanted to point out a couple of things. This is our live chat that connects you to EAP representatives at real time, 24/7, whether you are seeking to schedule an appointment and you need help with that, or you have any questions in regards to any areas of your EAP benefit. There's also additional resources within the EAP website. There's articles. There's podcasts that you can access to listen to. There's also, like I mentioned, those monthly Seminars, we have each month a featured topic that is available on demand for you to go in and actually listen to the topic. There's the new assessments. I think there's about maybe 20 new assessments, and they're short, 3-minute assessments just to kind of give a feel for, what you're going through. Is this something that I need to consider next steps? Is this something that, I can, seek other types of support, not necessarily counseling, but maybe that learn to live. So that gives you that information to help with whatever you're going through. We also have news for you and critical event support. We know that there's been a lot of natural disasters, and sometimes we need support in those areas. Unfortunately, there's been other trauma situations that um, we're seeking support in. And so the critical event support section of the EAP website has articles on, how to talk to your children after a traumatic event is one of the articles in there. And then guidance to care. So again, just wanted to go over all of the information that is available within the EAP website. I do encourage you to go in there and just check it out, get familiar with it. Let us know if there's any questions. Our call center staff is available 24/7 if you are ever in need of an urgent situation or crises. Please give us a call. We have clinicians available 24/7 to help you through that crisis. What I'm going to show you next is the toll-free number and the URL website link. So if you want to take a picture of that, I also know that this presentation will be available afterwards if you need to go back and take a look at some of the slides as well. Any questions?
Doesn't look like any questions just yet in the chat box, but I wanted to share with the audience that right at the beginning of the presentation, I included 2 links in the chat. One link is directly to the county's website for EAP, and the second one is to Anthems, and that's everything that Erica delicately explained during this presentation. So that second link is definitely going to take you to everything she gave you visuals for. If you have any questions, please place them in the chat. And just a reminder as well, if you have questions after the fact, please feel free to reach out directly to the Benefits Division. We're happy to assist and help you with some concerns that you may have that could be utilized with Anthem EAP services, or you can reach out to your benefits ambassador. So we're always happy to help. Erica, we'll give it just a couple more minutes before we wrap it up, just to make sure we're not missing anybody's questions.
Absolutely.
One question, are the slides available to us? Erica, would you be able to email me a copy of your slide deck and I can PDF it and share it with any individuals who reaches out to Vision?
Absolutely. I'll send that over in a few minutes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. See here, I am going to put in the chat 2 additional links One is a link to the county's website where we are placing a copy of the recordings, and the other is the Benefits Division's email address. So if you'd like to email questions or after the fact that we resume this session, you can email us and let us know you'd like a copy of the slide deck. I'd like to take a moment to thank Erica for making time to go over this benefit plan. We are truly grateful for your time, and I'd like to thank everyone who's participating, attended, and I believe we can wrap it up unless Erica, you have any additional remarks or statements you'd like to share?
No, thank you very much for allowing me to participate. Just wanted to let everyone know that EAP is here to support you. Maybe you don't have the need today, but please keep this information. Sometimes, we may need it in the future, or we may be having lunch with a coworker who may be in need. And so having this information, this knowledge that this benefit is available to all of you as employees and your household members is really important. So just wanted to say thank you, and I hope everyone has a great day.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.